tell you, Aaron, the thing about today was one of those days, bro, that I just was fed up. You ever been fed up, bro?
Fuck.
Talking about, dude, I'm not talking about fed up and complaining and being, pissed off or, feeling like you're a victim. And dude, look what's happening in the world right now, Aaron. And that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm talking about a different kind of fed up. I'm talking
Okay.
about where you just fucking jump into action and you're just like, fuck it. You ever done that?
All right. Talk to me about that. I want to hear more because as soon as you say that to me, I'm just fed up with shit not working. So let's touch on that.
So here's the deal. So today, bro, let me give this a short kind of I'm gonna package a lot, is what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna make it too long-winded, but I'm gonna say basically what kind of shoved me into this, right? So, this morning I got up, dude. It's a typical Friday, payday, Monday, or excuse me, payday, work day, the whole nine, right?
Mm.
And you know how it is, bro. I mean, I've listened to a lot this week, Aaron, where I'm like, I'm learning, from different people, money wise, and just, kind of the relationship that you have with money. And dude, we've talked about this on the pod, Aaron, right?
All the time. Yeah.
It's the relationship. It's how you grew up.
Mm.
Your pops said it best, man. Money doesn't grow on trees, you know. And my pops was very much similar to that, right? And you don't blame him, but that was your background, right?
Yeah.
So, bro, I'm realizing that my money relationship wasn't good. I've known that for a while, right? And so because of that, I'm like, why do I keep getting stuck in this like circle of just fuckery? Does that make sense? Just that's the best way I could describe it. So,
Dude.
so bro, I get up this morning and get to work, check my bank account, and bro, I didn't check my bank account until later in the afternoon. That's how busy I was at work, right? So I get to looking at my bank account and I'm like, what the fuck? Why is this thing coming out of my account? I specifically said that I did not want this to happen, right? And dude, in that moment, Aaron, because this is what's happened in the past, bro. In the past, it's been, fuck. Well, I lost that one. Shit. I guess I'll just move on with my day and I'll sulk for the rest of the night and be pissed off and be angry. And this always happens to me, right? No, dude. A different fire lit under me, bro. I instantly jumped on the phone with my bank. Hey, what's up? Why did this happen? I don't get it. I specifically asked for this not to go through. What happened? Dude, they were really, really nice. And you know what's crazy, Aaron? A lot of it is the call.
Mm.
You don't want to make the fucking call.
Yep.
You're just so stressed. You already have it in your mind of what's going to happen. So, dude, yeah, John, no problem. This is why it happened. Do you want us to reverse it? Yes, absolutely. I want you to fucking reverse it. I don't want this to come out. The very next call I made, Aaron, was to the actual company. And I said, you guys are not authorized to take this out any longer. No more. You're done. That's it. We're finished. Try to give me some BS. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, nope, we're done. We're finished. Cancel everything. Aaron, can I just tell you those two calls, bro? The next fucking 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I went through my phone. I started deleting and canceling subscriptions that I did not need.
Yeah.
Delete,
Perfect.
delete, delete, delete. Bro, and you know the way that I actually explained this, Aaron, was that I felt like my relationship with money was that I was walking down the street handing out 20s to just strangers. Whoever said I owed them money, here you go. Here you go. Here
Yep.
you go. Dude, Aaron, and I'm being very vulnerable about the money topic because I feel like right now I think a lot of people are going through that, bro. And so
Big
if I'm
time.
like, hey, let me share what I went through, what my breakthrough is, and again, I'm not saying that it's just free and clear and everything's fantastic, but now it's like anything else, Aaron. Once you know, maybe you didn't know before, or maybe you did know and you just did nothing about it. But when you start getting into action, now all of a sudden, dude, I'm very protective all of a sudden.
Mm.
Hey, hold on a second. Why do I have this subscription? This is stupid. Delete, cancel. And so, dude, and then I created this whole like, action plan. Me, not AI, dude, me personally. I did all this, right? And I'm like, I want to see this from start to finish. What's my end game here? What do I got left? And I'll tell you what, Aaron, I just, not like I have a ton of money left, but I know what exactly is there. And I'm not afraid of anything else clearing because I've cleared it all out. Dude, there's something about that, bro, that we've talked about it, right?
Mm.
It's when it hurts so bad that you're just like, I'm tired of this. I don't want to do this anymore. Well, something's got to change, and it's got to change right now, damn it. Dude, that was my breakthrough today, Aaron.
Good breakthrough. Because, yes, especially in America, you've got the government shutdown. You've got people that are not getting paid. Money's fucking hard. You look at what the governments are doing, inflation's going up, cost of fucking living, everything's going up. It's no different in Australia. Now, the interesting thing with the relationship with money, if it's someone else's money, bro, especially when I was GM of gyms, sales managers, I've got to work on budgets. Especially when you're a general manager. Okay, how many sales, like how many members do I have? How much money is coming in? Who's on hold? Who's suspension? And how many, what's my expenses? How many members do we need to get
Okay.
this month
Okay.
to grow based on the people that are leaving? Like, okay, money in, money out. Fucking. So from a business perspective, budgeting, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm on point. What do we need to do? And then you got, other expenses like the costs of running the gym. Then you got staff. You got all that shit.
But
But
did it bug you, Aaron? Like doing
no,
that? Did it bug you, or were you
no,
just like, "Hey, this is your number. Sucks for you," right?
100%, 100%. But not only that, I looked at it and go, okay, you've employed me to grow this business. You've employed me to make money. Fucking let's go. But when it comes to my own money, what do I do? Fuck, I've got a couple of bucks here. I've got $100 here. I've got $200 here. Let's go. No worries. So interestingly, when we're talking about money again, let's get fucking vulnerable here. I get a message from my property manager and he goes, bro, you're so many days arrears behind in rent. I'm like, fuck, I just gave you $700 like 3 days ago. How the fuck can I be in arrears? So I send him a
Crap.
message and I'm like, man, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. And he goes, have a look at the receipt. Have a look at the receipt. And I'm like, it's just not fucking adding up. And I'm like, fuck, I've got 3 days to come up with rent. Otherwise, I'm on my ass. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck. And so we're talking about Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So we're talking about a weekend and then only one business day. I'm like, fuck, what do I do? Okay, so the desperation comes in. Let's do a quick 24-hour, flash sale on my coaching businesses. Let's see if I can sell, excess stock that I've got with my watches. Let's put it out on social media and go, help a brother out, do me a deal. Didn't fucking happen. Now, I was on a check-in call with a client this morning. She turns around, she goes, we've got to talk about money here. It's like, I know I owe you some money, like where are we up to? And she had already paid me till the end of the year. Now, she's this type of person that if there are things beyond her control, she loses the focus on what she needs to do. So I just turned around and said, okay, how much are you willing to pay? She gave me an amount. And that amount, bro, literally keeps her as a client up until March, April of next year. Why the fuck? Why the fuck does this always happen to me? I'm stressing the fuck out all week. I'm like, I'm the bones of my ass. I'm the same as you. It's like, what subscription do I actually need, and what do I need to get rid of that adds no value? So I've gone through all of that. I've gone through all of the tightness on, okay, money in, money out. Fuck, how can I tighten up my belt a little bit more? And it's like, I fucking can't. So 11th hour always fucking works. On the 11th hour, this thing came through and I'm like, and so here I am putting it out to the universe, praying to God, why the fuck do you do this to me? Like, why do you put me through so much fucking stress? And then all of a sudden, the 11th hour, you make it all sweet. I'm like, you motherfucker. So I look at it. I'm no different to you. But then I'll look at it as well. And this is a really good thing from a business perspective. And then I need to flow that into my own life. It's like, where am I wasting? Where am I wasting money? Where am I wasting
Where am I
energy?
wasting? Good, Aaron. Yes, bro.
So for me, it's just like I've just got to be really smart. However, it would also, that old fucking story and belief story that I got told. It's like I'm telling myself I don't deserve the money, and when money comes in, I need to spend it
You need to
because
spend
of
it.
yeah, I need to spend it because of my own mind. I'm telling myself I don't deserve the money, and if I've got
Yeah.
money sitting there, I don't deserve it. So spend it on shit that means nothing to you.
Right.
So yeah, it's a really
Yeah, bro.
interesting space.
I love that you're bringing this up, Aaron, because, dude, here's the thing, Aaron. It starts to cross over into other stuff, right?
Big
I mean,
time.
bro,
Oh,
you look at it, like, you've been a bodybuilder, bro. You've had that freaking Mr. Universe body, right? You've had it.
thank you, bro.
And so fast forward to now, right? It's like you can get it, but are you worthy of it again? Is
Mm,
that something that you want? No different than, me in the gym, dude. I'm like, the only way you're going to get where you want is to literally go, I deserve it, but it also means it's going to be a level of pain that I don't like.
mhm,
Dude, money,
mm.
it's not going to be good if you, like you say, spend it on crap. And I'm not saying I have it all figured out in one day, Aaron. I don't. But I have that pissed off mentality right now. Like, dude, and you say this best, Aaron. You're the only way a person's going to move their ass in the gym and do what they're supposed to is if they look in the mirror and they hate what the way that they look enough to be like, I just can't stand the way I look anymore. It's a must for me. I can't
Okay.
sit here and eat shit on the weekends and do this.
Yeah.
It's all pain, Aaron. It's
Yeah.
all a painful experience, right? Before you move.
I agree. Now, if you constantly look at yourself in the mirror and you don't like what you see, you're either going to feed that pain, and you're not going to make that decision to go to the gym because there's more pain. One thing I learned when it came to my bank account, if I constantly keep looking at my bank account and not seeing any money, what's my thought process going to be? It's going to be the lack of. I'm going to be talking about it's always fucking happens to me. I don't have any money. And that's just shit I'm putting out there to the universe. So, what I try and do is I try not to look at my bank account as often as I used to. And that brings me back into that manifestation of, money comes to me through many channels. And you're trying to talk, you're reframing that belief story of you're a money attractor and not looking at your bank account and seeing no money and thinking, fuck, no money's coming to me. So it's a really interesting place to be at when you have a look constantly and see nothing. It just drives at, yep, this is me. Money, I can't attract money. Okay. So it's an interesting thought process. But I also want to kind of, piggyback off a few things you've said and retract a little bit on the whole thing with money is yeah, life's tough. Life's fucking hard for everyone right now. And you look at around the world, like I said, the cost of living is going up, inflation's constantly going up. Our money, the value of the fiat dollar is less now than what it was 3 years ago, 2 years ago. So we're getting less for our money. What I look at now, and we can easily fall into the trap. I've got a 9 to 5. I'm, earning so much money. Like, in order for me to be able to live the lifestyle I want, I have to cut back on shit. Whereas that needs to change. We both have other businesses where, yes, we may not be getting the result we want from those businesses, but our mindset still needs to shift in how can I make money? And you said it right last week. The very first thing you do when you wake up, how can I make money today? How quickly can I get money into the bank account? And what a lot of people tend to do, and again, this is just all propaganda stuff that we got told. Mediocrity is accepted. Average is a lifestyle that you should be lucky to have, because there are people out there that don't have anything and like all this shit. Instead of thinking like a millionaire, instead of thinking like a billionaire, like what more do I have to do in order for me to get the lifestyle I want? Where do I need to get another job so I can get more money to live the lifestyle I want? Then fucking go do it. So that's what my thought process this week was. Guess what I'm doing in 2 weeks' time? Okay, I'll tell you. I am getting my heavy rig license. Fucking truck driver, bro. So
Dude.
yeah. So look, and that means that I love driving, so I can be on the road. I don't know what I'll be doing. It might just be a local thing. It could be an interstate travel, and I fucking love traveling. I'm going to be sitting in a truck. Guess what I can still do when I'm on the road? my coaching business because it's all still online, and I can also still work on my network marketing business. The LifeWave business doing stem cells. I can still do that. So I'm like, holy fuck, this is actually pretty cool. So, and I could have easily have sat here and going, no, you've got to keep going. You've got to keep pushing the online coaching. You've got to keep pushing the LifeWave. And it's like, yeah, well, what I'm doing is not working because I'm not receiving the results. Doesn't mean that these businesses don't work, because there are many people in the online coaching business that are making well over $100,000 a month. There are people in our respective network marketing businesses, and we're constantly still seeing it. Millionaire after millionaire are being awarded and recognized. So don't tell me that those businesses don't work. They fucking do. But in this moment right here, right now, kind of like still going through that walking process, going through that new business stage before people to get to know us and then trust us and then have a look and see what we do and then take on our services. We're still in that kind of stage where it's a brand new business. We're in that walking stage. So we're still got to fucking learn. We're still got to live. Still got to do what we got to do. So for me, it's like, all right, I can feed my ego and I can become a security guard, get my security license, or do something really fucking different that is with me, that I can do whatever I want. So I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go get my truck license. And I'm like, dude, this actually sounds pretty cool. I'm actually pretty excited about it.
Bro, I love about that, Aaron, is that you changed your mindset, dude. I think that especially in the space that we're in, we hate when we feel like it's not working.
Mm.
And we hate to hear something's got to change. You've got to do something different. You've got to pivot. You've got to think of it from a different perspective. We don't like that because we think we have the secret sauce and the formula, right? But bro, at the end of the day, man, because I remember, Aaron, I can, from a lot of conversations we've had, you're like, I don't want to do a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep going with this. Well, here's the thing, Aaron. You finally got to a point where you're like, what I'm doing is not working. And that's hard to tell yourself. So I love it. You give yourself props for that, bro, because people don't tell themselves that. People want to be right all the fucking time. The way that I'm working is fine. I don't need to hear any feedback. I don't want to hear anything else. I'm going to do it my way and you leave me alone. Right. And
Yeah,
the thing
nothing's
is, bro,
working though.
sometimes that feedback comes from you, bro.
Have to. It has
You've
to.
got to give yourself the heavy feedback and go, what I'm doing is not working. If month in or week in and week out, I am waiting till the 11th hour, I don't like this fucking feeling. Goes back to what I just said, Aaron. This morning or this afternoon's feeling, I didn't like it. So I immediately went into action.
Yeah.
Just like you didn't like your feeling, you immediately went into action. As a result, you're going to be doing something that, by the way, you can still do your other businesses
Yeah.
and build a brand and then not feel so damn stressed when whatever you've done so far doesn't return anything because you've got something else going on that you actually enjoy. And I think that's what it comes down to right now, bro, is that we're not tapping out and like, oh, we're going to rely on our day job. Our day job pays the bills.
Yeah.
But what they always say, bro, is the day job pays the bills, but it will never make you a millionaire. Your millionaire spot is going to come from you adding so much value to people that they have no choice but to follow you because of the amount of beautiful value you're bringing to the table. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100% job just over broke is pretty much what it stands for.
Exactly.
Now, here's the other thing. Like, and I love it what you did. You took on the space of a protector mode. You protecting the money. So you went into that protector mode, and you also went into that high value leader role as well as a man. And the space that you are now compared to where you were, fuck, 6 months ago, 12 months ago, you wouldn't have made that phone call. But you're like, fuck that. I need to protect my castle. And I talk about castle as in your home, your roof over your head, your immediate circle. Who else would have gone exactly what you would have done a couple of years ago and going, oh, fuck, there's nothing I can do about that. Like, let it go. No, fuck that. Get on the phone, have that conversation with them. And it's not like you're going to be intimidated. You're the one in the driver's seat. You're the one controlling it. It's my fucking money. What are you doing taking my money? And I think this is it just, when you get there, it just goes into other areas of your life. And the other thing I want to touch on as well, as a man, what man likes being told what to do? I said,
Zero men, bro.
exact.
Zero.
Well, that's debatable, bro. That's debatable. High
Well,
value man.
I guess it depends on who you talk to. Yeah, I get
Yeah,
it.
exactly. You talk to a fucking a liberal. They love being told what to do. They love being controlled. However, this, digress. I'm digressing, but let's get back onto topic. Um, so the whole aspect of being a high value man, knowing like where you stand out, knowing what your role is in that protector mode, like nothing should phase you. And absolutely, if you
Right.
don't like being told what to do, it's like, no, this is my life. You don't pay my fucking bills, and I've got to protect what I have. I fucking love that.
But Aaron, bro, that goes to like you were saying just like you just said this. It goes into other areas. So now you start speaking up in the meetings where you
Yeah.
stood quiet. You felt intimidated in the room, so you didn't speak up because you were afraid. But dude, and I'm just saying this, Aaron, tonight I feel different than I've ever felt, just in my personal development journey. And dude, I've had these breakthroughs, Aaron. It's different seasons that we go through,
Mm,
right? But all
mm,
of a sudden, dude, I've never felt this way about my money until now, which again might shock some people. It is what it is, right? We all kind of get there when we get there.
mm.
But dude, I've always been protective over certain things in my life. And now all of a sudden it's like I've always struggled with trying to figure out the money rhythm, if you will. And tonight I was just like, no, no, I don't like this feeling, so I'm not going to let you do it.
Being fucking
And
robbed.
you're going to give me a very valid reason as to why this happened. And dude, I mean, again, I think all it is, Aaron, is that you just have to initiate the conversation. And that
Yep.
goes with life in general. It's like the only way, if you have a problem with somebody, is to open your mouth and go, I don't like that. Can we talk about that a
Yep.
little bit? Because that didn't sit well with me. And most people, bro, don't have those talks.
No, we've forgotten that, haven't we? We've been, I guess, conditioned to a degree that to avoid confrontation. But as a man, if you avoid confrontation, you're actually, losing a part of who we are, what our
Yeah.
innate being is. It's not confrontation is we're going to have an argument. It's like it's that we think in our own mind it's confrontation. It's like I just want to have a discussion. I want you to
Yes.
explain to me why you've done what you've done. This is not
Make it
confrontation.
make sense, Aaron.
Yeah,
Make it make sense. That's all I want.
yeah, yeah. And if you have a look at the last conversations we've had, the last couple of episodes on this podcast, and how it's transitioned over the last couple of weeks, the stuff that we've dealt with in these last 2 weeks, and our thought process and what we do now moving forward in these last 2 weeks have been phenomenal. Like when you have a look at what you've had to deal with, what I've had to deal with, where we are now, what we know now compared to what we didn't know 2 weeks ago, life's changing fucking quickly. And
Two
if
week,
there's
Aaron, 2 weeks ago, bro. Think about that for a minute. We're not talking about months ago. We're talking about breakthrough happening for 2 weeks, dude. That's how quickly, and that's the thing about this life, bro, is that it can change overnight in good, bad, or indifferent, bro. But the truth is, Aaron, is that we just have that armor on that we're ready for battle in the event that things change. Because, bro, as we know, life is hard no matter what. So who said it's going to be easy? You're never going to be able to take off that armor. You've got to sharpen that iron every single day.
Yep.
And bro, that's what I'm saying here is that it's now in a place for me where I've had these moments of these growth spurts, right, if you will, and now I'm at a place now where there's one quote, dude, that's changed the game for me, and that is, "What you're not changing, you're choosing." And dude, that one hits in all aspects of your life, no matter what, no matter what you're going through. If you're not changing it, you're choosing it.
100%. I totally agree with that. And it all for me, listening to that, it goes back to how do I want to live my life? What do I
Boom.
want my life to look like? And am I living up to that expectation or am I constantly making excuses? And again, that's an everyday fucking battle. Like I was at the gym last night, and I do believe that we've got the Movember happening here in Australia, which is men's mental health. I'm not sure if it's over in the States, but it might just be a Commonwealth thing. Again,
Dude,
men's,
Okay, so there's a couple out here in the States, bro. Movember is when you don't shave your mustache.
correct. Yep.
And then I'm sure you've heard of the other one is No Nut November.
No, what the fuck's that one? Don't.
Can you take a guess, Aaron, or do you really want me to explain it to you?
What is that? No masturbation or no sex? Like, what is this? Come on, man.
You're
Spell it
not
out.
nutting in November, dude.
No nut at
Whichever way
all.
you want to do
What?
it.
No sex. So you're okay. So if your partner, your female, your partner doesn't want to have sex with you for a whole month, you got blue balls. So what if you're holding out on your
So
partner? Like, what the
this is what I'm saying, bro.
what?
All I'm saying, Aaron, is this, bro. This fad shit that we get and to blame a month
Oh
on.
no.
Last month, somebody told me it was sober October, and I'm like, what is up with this
Yeah,
fad
yeah.
crap going
We
on in
got
the month? If you're gonna commit, just commit.
we got called
Stop
dry
bullshit.
July. Same thing, dry July. You know, it's like this is where and let's go through the list. You've got Valentine's Day. It's like, you know, that one day where you're loving on your partner. It's like, dude, that should be an every fucking day thing. It's
Thank
like,
you.
why wait till one day? Why wait till a birthday? Why wait till an anniversary? And it's like, for fuck's sake. And again, the mentality of people, I'm not just going to say men, but fuck it, let's just call out men. There are some men, sadly, that don't look at their value and what they can offer to someone else. But then they're always constantly reminded by, you know, a no nut November. or if, that's fucking hilarious. I've got to say that more often. No nut November. What the fuck?
But
Anyway,
but all right, let's just. I want to get back on topic here, Aaron. I don't want to
yeah,
keep
right.
going with this,
Let's
bro.
yeah.
But what I'm saying, man, is
Hands
that
off your nuts,
it
guys.
goes back to, yeah, bro. I always just talk about this, man. It's that we want to have control, so much control, but obviously we can't. But there are things that we can get very, very pissed off about and actually do something about, right? And only those things can we control, bro. It's
Yeah.
like how you respond. The thing is going to happen. Today, bro, perfect example. I saw what I saw in my bank account. I didn't like it. I could have sat there and sulked all day and been mad and been just had a terrible night. Or what's the other way? Get your butt on the phone. Talk to them. Tell them you don't like it. What can they do?
Perfect.
Right? And the thing is,
Yep.
bro, is I'm not saying that was the best decision for me in the moment, and I just was angry enough to jump up and just get it done.
You took power back
And
into
it's
your
no
own
different
hands.
than when you have an idea, bro. If you're not already moving on the idea, you've already missed the boat.
Yeah, yeah. And the one big thing from there is you took power back in your own hands, whereas a lot of other people just constantly give it away. So you took your power back, which is just fucking incredible. You know what? And I want to leave people with this, and it goes back to that phrase that I just said: take power back and take power back into your own hands. Where are you giving your power away? And I'm not talking about control. I'm talking about where are you giving your power away and how can you take your power back? How can you put yourself back in control? Not be the controller, but how can you start being in control of your actions and in your life to help keep you on path of where you need to go?
And Aaron, bro, you made a good point last couple weeks where you said I was doing the 75 hard program, a great program, an amazing program, but that was your distraction.
Mm,
That was distracting you from doing what you really needed to get done, right? And so this is the thing, bro, about that power. You could be thinking you're doing amazing. You're doing great. Well, are you? And that's where we have, bro.
but
Again, we have to go internal with that because we have to
100%.
go, is it giving us what we want out of this, or are we just doing this for the sake
Clouds,
of doing it because we
likes.
think in our mind it's making us feel good,
Yeah.
right?
And 100%. And that's exactly what it was. It's like I was doing the 75 hard. Hey, here I'm this trainer, training every day. Fucking yeah, just do the 75 hard. But goes back to what you opened this podcast with. I was looking at my bank account. I wasn't seeing it change. So I'm like, bro, get back to fucking
Get
forget
back to
about
the
that.
real work, Aaron. It's like the real work where you get uncomfortable. Dude, can I just tell you, Aaron, what I did this week, bro? I went to my chiropractor this week, bro, and I had the guts to open my mouth and ask him if him and I could do some business together.
Yeah, boy.
He was open to it, dude. Shocked. And this is the thing, Aaron. You know why I was shocked, bro? Because I know I bring value to the table,
Yeah.
but here's the problem. You get nervous.
Of course you do.
Not this guy. This guy's my doctor. I don't think I should ask him, blah, blah, blah. You start running through these thoughts in your head. Now, all of a sudden, dude, I'm like, if they tell me no, they tell me no. And dude, you and I have talked about this. We struggle with that no, but now we got to chase those no's. So let's just chase them. If they tell us no, they tell us no. But if we get pleasantly surprised with the, hey, yeah, you know what? Tell me more. You're like, that it was that easy. I just had to open my mouth and talk to the guy. Holy shit. Damn, we're here now. So, dude, it's the train's moving, Aaron. But like you say, man, the only way you do that is by avoiding all that distractive work that you think that's making you all this, this famous person, right?
Yeah.
The websites, the marketing, the reels, the social media. Dude, at the end of the day, man, it's belly to belly. Get in front of somebody, let them feel your energy, let them talk to you, you talk to them. Dude, it's human being shit at the end of the day, man. AI is taking over, but still, a person wants to see you. They want
Yeah.
to know
Yeah.
you're for real before they actually do any business with you.
I agree. And yeah, with the whole AI thing, I do believe it's still going to be, very powerful, and it's going to hurt a lot of people. But the one thing that it can't take away is what you just said, that ability, the face to face, that human interaction. You can't replace that. And people will want to still levitate towards that. They'll still want to feel that. So yeah, it's not good. I don't think it's going to be as messy as what people are saying it's going to be, because there's always going to be the human element that you can't replace.
Hmm. For sure.
Right.
100%. But yeah, man, I'll tell you what, it's that pain, man, can either control you or you can control the pain. I mean, no matter what, bro, at the end of the day, it's like you just got to make the decision on which way you want to go. And bro, I had to kick that one off tonight, Aaron, because I'm like, man, this day could have gone so many different directions. But I just feel I don't feel like I'm in control, right? Don't get me wrong. I don't feel like I'm just in control and we're on smooth boat. No, I'm just ready for battle. And now
Yeah.
I'm ready for each challenge that comes up. I'm ready. I'm equipped. I am ready to go. And let's just see how the battle goes, right?
Yep.
We can't sit here and be like, oh, the results are this or this. No, dude, it's just every day you wake your ass up that you get blessed with. You're in gratitude when you wake up because guess what? Not everybody did. And we get another chance at this thing. And dude, we got to just multiply those days, Aaron. That's really what it comes down to, man.
Discipline to just to repeat. Discipline to repeat. You win the day, cool. Wake up next day, fresh start. Let's go again. That's it, brother. Love it, man.
Rent is due every day, bro. Rent is due every damn day.
True. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate you joining us on this fine evening, morning, whenever you're listening. Please, if you've got value in this, let us know. Drop a comment, share. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you've got any questions, please just drop some questions, and we'd love to be able to involve you guys in the conversations. Even if it's you wanting to ask about like what we do in certain circumstances and how we get through and how we navigate life. That's what we're here for. So shoot them through. Appreciate you, brother.
Love you, man. Great conversation. Thanks, everybody. Until next week, take care.
Ciao.